think that the voters need to know that there is going to be a cost, and we need to know what the voters' desire is in terms of dealing with that cost. You know, it's interesting that, you know, for me, the biggest exposure in this is litigation. I mean, the other cost associated with this, I think, you know, are pale in comparison. And by pale in comparison, I mean the hiring of staffing and undertaking some of these initiatives, I think, will easily cost us, you know, well in excess of $350,000 to $500,000 a year. And I think that this is going to create neighborhood councils that we do not recognize today as governmental entities that will have input over land use issues. It moves to try and change state law and change the rulings of the state Supreme Court through an initiative process. And it does it through an initiative process here at the local level as opposed to at the state level, which gives the cities the right to do a lot of the things that we're doing. But just in terms of the cost issue, and one of the reasons why I think it's important for the voters to know that this will cost us, the Ninth Bill of Rights contemplates, and as I indicated earlier, in fact, lists out a list of potential clients for the attorneys that will keep, as Kate McCaslin indicated, this is the Attorneys Full Employment Act for the city of Spokane, and we'll be keeping attorneys busy for a long time. To think that there's not going to be litigation when you're talking about taking away rights from somebody, you think they're going to give up those rights freely without putting up a fight? No, they're going to want to fight. And it puts the city square in the middle of the fight, where we're going to, if this passes, have to defend the desires anticipated in this Bill of Rights, and that will not come free. But what does come free? Even our freedom we paid a price for in the lives of our many military service people that fought to give us the rights that we have. Nothing is free, and so it's interesting that, you know, the proponents say that, you know, yes, you can have all of these great and wonderful things and it's not going to cost you anything. I wonder if they believe so strongly in what it is they're purporting to have the community vote on, why they don't just come out and say, like the city does in all of its other ballot measures, this is what we're going to do and this is what it's going to cost you, and let you as the voter make a decision as to what you want us to do. You know, the comment was made by Mr. Lindsay that some of these costs are presumptive. You know, if I'm standing in the street and I see a semi heading my way, I don't have to be overly presumptive to think that I'm going to get hit if I don't move out of the way. And likewise with this kind of legislation, you know, I know there's going to be a cost, and I don't have to sit here and wait for the first lawsuit to know that some of these things are going to be challenging. And I know that the proponents know that it's going to be challenging. And so for all of those reasons, I think we owe it as a duty to our voters to make them aware that there's going to be a cost. And I think we owe it as a duty to ourselves to get advice from the voters on how to prepare the 2010 budget and where the priorities are for the voters in terms of how they want us to fund these mandates. And I look forward to hearing them tell us that.